All right, this is 1.7. Solve absolute value equations and inequalities. So a review of absolute value, the absolute value of a number, is the distance from 0 written the absolute value of x so solving absolute value equations. So use these steps to solve an absolute value equation. Ax plus b is equal to c, where c is greater than 0. So step 1, write two equations. Ax plus b is equal to c, or ax plus b is is equal to negative c. And 2, solve each equation. And lastly, check each solution in the original absolute value equation. Okay, we want to make sure it's true, so that's why we have to do that. So we do have to check them. And here's why. Because we could get an extraneous solution, and that is an apparent solution that must be rejected because it does not satisfy the original equation. So in theory, we have two answers, but sometimes one might be extraneous, so then we would have to label that as extraneous, but we'll talk more about those when we do examples. So kind of a continuation from the last section, we have absolute value inequalities. So this is going to be a table so we're going to have the inequality. This is going to be for c greater than 0. We have an equivalent form. And a rough graph of what that looks like. So we have the absolute value of ax plus b is less than c. Okay, so this essentially means negative c is less than ax plus b is less than c. So this is an and type. Okay, and then the graph of this one, because it's just less than, it's going to be graphed in the middle with a parentheses. The next one, ax plus b is less than or equal to c. We have negative c is less than or equal to ax plus b is less than or equal to c. And this graph is going to look just like the one above, but it's going to be done with brackets. And then the next two are going to be the OR type. So we have ax plus b is greater than c. So ax plus b is less than negative c, or ax plus b is greater than c. So this is going to look like the OR type with parentheses pointing out. And the last one is ax plus b is greater than or equal to c. Ax plus b is less than or equal to negative c, or ax plus b is greater than or equal to c. And this graph's going to look the same as above, but with brackets pointing outward. So some of these I probably will have you graph, and some of them I may have you just solve. And we could do word problems with these, but we probably won't spend time on that unless we just have time to spend on it. So, I think that's about all for this section, other than doing some examples when you get to class. Your code word is going to be absolute value with an exclamation point. You're going to have that in your answer. So when I ask you to type it in, you're going to type in absolute value with the exclamation point. All right, and make sure you don't share the code word with each other when you walk into the classroom, or it will be an automatic 0.